Hey guys, Kelly here, back with another Animal Crossing character. I promise you, we are coming to the end. This is obviously the first of the last two. As you can see, and as obviously the video title says, we are on Celeste, the better part of the duo of Blathers and Celeste, in my personal opinion. I like Blathers, but wow, that owl needs to just stop talking sometimes. But as with all my other ones, same methods used. And as you guys can obviously see, I've gone with the slightly darker shades for nighttime. Celeste only really turns up at nighttime, tells you to wish us on stars, so you can collect them the following day. So with the inks I had to mix them. I literally mixed Turquoise in with Sepia, same with the apple green, just to get these darker shades. Then it was straight onto the watercolours. I tried them a bit different this time. Instead of using multiple different shades of yellow or multiple different shades of red or pink, I tried to keep it simple. So the most I used probably two. So like with her beak and the star, it was yellow with a bit of orange. With, obviously she's red, it was just one colour. I just watered it down a little more just to get the difference. And then obviously where the shadows were, it was thicker. So not a lot of water. And it worked. It worked a heck of a lot better than I expected, which I am happy for. The one thing I do still have to learn, and you will see soon, is I have to wait for the layers to dry before I move on to the next colour. I have this horrible habit of just going straight ahead into it and the colours just bleed. And then I have to use the old dabbing with tissue to pick up the colour. I mean, it's not the end of the world, it's fixable, but it takes time. Sometimes I like to just get these done. You can see it bleed at the top of the head there near the bow. Then the rest of it is all on the chest. Look, there it goes. Oh, it was an absolute nightmare. It was one of those where I just picked it up and I just left it. I just waited. Obviously, as you can see, she's holding a star. Obviously, the stars glow. I knew from the bat I wasn't going to be able to create that with the watercolours, so that's something that I was going to do with pencils later on. Which all I basically did was just grab the white pencil, just try to blend it out a little. Try to create the effect. I didn't want it to be glaringly obvious, just subtle. Now I'm mixing the colours in for the gouache. Again, darker colours. Went with a different texture on this one, whereas normally it's been quite flat colour. With it being nighttime, obviously the moon's out, I needed to have it reflecting. Looking at the game when it was at nighttime, you see it reflecting on the ground. So I went with the same colour but just mixing in a bit of the lighter greens. I think it was olive green was one of them. And then putting a little bit of purple in. And you'll see why I put purple in soon. But then I was dabbing the ground as well, just to create this kind of, I don't know, bobbly texture almost. Like those little tufts of grass. And it worked really well. Worked really nice, and I actually enjoyed doing the background for once on one of these things. And the shadow again, I just went in with a darker version of the green I'd already used. And then the sky, again I used a darker blue, but I wanted it bright. And in the sky they have these odd shaped clouds that was pretty much the same blue, but they were slightly lighter. It kind of gives the impression. So yeah, it was like ice blue, sky blue, I think it was argan blue, not 100% sure on the pronunciation on that. And then the purple. Same purple that I used in with the ground, so obviously you can see that it will blend in, it will tone, you can see where the contrast mixes. Now the cloud bit going over the moon, all I did was just really water down the colours that I was using, and then just dabbed a bit of extra water on just to make it blur in and blend in, and it created the effect that I wanted. It was a bit experimental, I was a bit worried, but it worked, and I'm so happy that it did. And I just went over the sky with a darker pencil just to make it a bit darker. Now I'm using that white just to highlight where the moon would hit, where the stars would hit. I don't usually use pencils for outlines. Normally it's the Macrons or any other number of liners that I have, which is quite a few. I don't know, it seemed to fit the aesthetic of these Animal Crossing ones. Now onto the stars in the background. So literally yellow pencil, blurry circle, and then a white POSCA pen with a dot in the middle. That's literally all I did. Nothing fancy. But then that was it. I mean, this was a really easy one to do, but there was so much in it, and I really enjoyed doing this one, and she came out so well. I mean, looking from when I first started with watercolours again after so long to this one, I can actually see the improvement, which is such a nice thing to see. Sometimes I struggle to see where I improve. I'm sure there's a lot of people that think that until obviously they look back. And with this all being in the same book, I can just literally flip a page and it's like, yeah, I have improved, and it's really nice to see. Kind of makes me want to get on to the next one. What I'll do in the description as well is I'll make a list of all the things I've used, so what pans of watercolours I use and things like that, so obviously you guys can have a look. Same as with links to my social medias, and obviously the channel link as well, just in case you wanted to see what else I do. I do promise you I will be moving on soon. I've got one more to do. I'm literally doing the fan favourites now, and that's it. Animal Crossing will be done. But as usual guys, like, subscribe, share, any and all help of getting this shared and seen and promoted and everything is very much appreciated. Same as all the new subscribers. Hello, thank you. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching to the end. That really means a lot as well. And here we go. Celeste. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys again soon in the next one.